Welcome to the podcast. My name is Dr. Noor Gajraj. Let's talk about the hallmarks of aging, decoding the biological clock. Aging is often seen as an inevitable decline, but in the realm of neuroscience, we view it differently. Aging is, in fact, the single greatest risk factor for almost all chronic diseases, from cardiovascular disease and cancer to neurodegenerative disorders and diabetes. Understanding aging is key to preventing these diseases. What are the hallmarks of aging? In 2013, a seminal paper by Lopez Otin and colleagues proposed 9 molecular and cellular hallmarks that are considered the common denominators of aging across various organisms. These aren't just random events. They are considered to be manifestations of aging. They are observed during the aging process, drivers of aging. Their experimental aggravation accelerates aging. Targets for intervention. Their experimental amelioration can extend healthy lifespan. They provide a roadmap for understanding the biological mechanisms of aging, offering targets for therapeutic strategies aimed at extending not just lifespan, but crucially health span. The original 9 hallmarks, Part 1, Genomic Integrity. Genomic instability. Our DNA is constantly under attack from external radiation chemicals and internal replication errors, oxidative stress factors. The accumulation of DNA damage and the reduced ability of repair mechanisms lead to mutations and chromosomal abnormalities as we age. Telomere attrition. Telomeres are protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, like the plastic tips on shoelaces. They shorten with each cell division. As telomeres get critically short, cells stop dividing or undergo senescence, contributing to tissue aging. Epigenetic alterations. The epigenome refers to chemical modifications on DNA or its associated proteins, such as histones, that control gene expression without changing the underlying DNA sequence. As we age, these epigenetic markers become deregulated, leading to inappropriate gene activation or silencing, disrupting cellular function. Part 2, cellular function. Loss of proteostasis. Proteostasis refers to the cell's ability to maintain the proper folding, synthesis, and degradation of proteins. As we age, the machinery for protein quality control declines, leading to the accumulation of misfolded or aggregated proteins, which are toxic to cells, e.g., in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. Deregulated nutrient sensing. Cells have sophisticated pathways like mTOR, AMPK, sirtuins that sense nutrient availability and regulate metabolism, growth, and repair. With aging, these pathways become dysregulated, leading to metabolic imbalances, even in the presence of adequate nutrients. Mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cells, producing energy, ATP. Aging leads to damage to mitochondria, reduced energy production, and increased production of harmful reactive oxygen species, ROS, contributing to cellular decline and stress. Part 3, tissue and systemic level. Cellular senescence. Senescent cells are zombie cells. They stop dividing but remain metabolically active, secreting pro-inflammatory factors and damaging nearby healthy cells. They accumulate with age and contribute to tissue dysfunction and chronic disease. Stem cell exhaustion. Stem cells are vital for tissue repair and regeneration. As we age, the number and function of stem cells decline, impairing the body's ability to repair and replace damaged tissues, for example, in bone marrow, muscle, and skin. Altered intercellular communication. Cells communicate through hormones, neurotransmitters, cytokines, and other signaling molecules. With aging, this communication becomes disrupted, leading to systemic imbalances, chronic inflammation, and impaired tissue coordination. For example, endocrine dysfunction. Expanding the framework, the 12 hallmarks. Since the original publication, research has continued to evolve, leading to an expanded framework that now includes three additional hallmarks proposed in 2023 for a total of 12. Chronic inflammation or inflammaging. This refers to the persistent low-grade sterile inflammation that increases with age. It's driven by senescent cells, dysfunctional mitochondria, gut dysbiosis, and impaired immune responses. Loss of proteostasis specific to organelles. This is a deeper dive into the original proteostasis hallmark, specifically focusing on the failure of protein quality control within organelles beyond general protein aggregation. Altered mechanobiology. This hallmark highlights how physical forces and mechanical properties of cells and tissues, for example, stiffness of the extracellular matrix, change with age. Interconnectedness, a vicious cycle of aging. The hallmarks of aging do not operate in isolation. They are deeply interconnected, forming a complex web where dysfunction in one hallmark can directly or indirectly trigger or exacerbate others, creating a vicious cycle that drives aging. For example, mitochondrial dysfunction can lead to increased oxidative stress and inflammation. Cellular senescent cells secrete pro-inflammatory factors, contributing to inflammaging. Deregulated nutrient sensing can impair protein quality control and contribute to metabolic dysregulation. Genomic instability can lead to dysfunctional cells that become senescent. Cause or consequence, the chicken and egg debate. A fundamental question in neuroscience is whether these hallmarks are the cause of aging or merely consequences of the aging process, or both. Argument for cause. Experimental manipulations that accelerate a hallmark can accelerate aging phenotypes, and conversely, interventions that ameliorate a hallmark can extend lifespan and health span. These suggest that they are active drivers. Argument for consequence. Some argue that fundamental entropic processes or molecular damage cause the hallmarks, which then contribute to the visible signs of aging. Current scientific view. The prevailing view is that it's a bi-directional relationship and a vicious cycle. Initial insults or random damage may trigger changes in the hallmarks, but once activated, these hallmarks actively drive and accelerate the aging process through the interconnected pathways. Targeting the hallmarks, strategies for health span. The true power of hallmarks of aging framework lies in its ability to inform targeted interventions for healthy aging. By understanding these fundamental mechanisms, we can develop strategies to prevent or mitigate their accumulation through lifestyle, for instance, diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Active repair pathways through specific compounds or therapeutic approaches. Remove dysfunctional cells components, such as senolytics, to clear senescent cells. Conclusion, a new era in aging research. The hallmarks of aging provide a powerful, evolving map of the biological processes that drive aging and predispose us to chronic disease. They demonstrate that aging is not a passive process, but a dynamic and interconnected web of cellular and molecular changes. By focusing our research and interventions on these fundamental hallmarks, We stand at the cusp of a new era in medicine, one where we aim not just to treat the diseases of aging, but to profoundly impact the aging process itself, allowing more individuals to live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. Well, thank you for listening. Please consider buying my book, 100 Pathways to Longevity, and subscribing to this channel.